Alright class, in this short video we're going to be talking about the geography of Peru. First off, Peru is found on the western coast of South America, and it is the third largest country in South America after the countries of Brazil and Argentina. So, very large country area-wise. Peru is also bordered by 5 different countries. You have Bolivia to the southeast, you have Brazil to the east, Chile to the south, Colombia to the north, and Ecuador to the northwest. And you also have the Pacific Ocean to the straight west of Peru. Now, Peru has a varied landscape, and it includes the following 3. These are the big 3. It has coastal desert. As you can see, it's on the western or on the left side of Peru. It's got the mountains kind of near the center or in the middle of the country. As you can see, it covers almost the entire length of it. And then the last part, which happens to be the biggest region, is the rainforest region. As you can tell, it covers almost half of Peru. Now, before you move on, just to double check and make sure you're listening to this video, go ahead and meow for me really quick. Once you've done that, continue with this video. Alright, let's jump back. So let's talk about Western Peru. So Western Peru, as I mentioned in the previous slide, is made up of coastal deserts. So we're looking at this area right here, right next to the Pacific Ocean. Now, this region happens to be the most populated. About 50% of the population lives in this region. And it is home to cities like Lima, Trujillo, and Chiclayo. Now, because it is a desert region, it receives very little rainfall and it's hot almost all year round. The next region we're going to talk about is the mountain region. Now, the Andes Mountains run from north to south through all of Peru, and it is the second most populated region in Peru. It is home to a lot of more smaller cities compared to the coastal desert. And some of these cities include the city of Cusco, this is a picture of one of the downtown areas in Cusco. This one's a picture of Arequipa. This next one is a picture of Puno. And then another major city in the mountains is Cajamarca. Not only are some of Peru's larger cities found here, it is also home to a lot of famous attractions in this region. Some of those include Vinicunca, aka Rainbow Mountain, and Machu Picchu. Now, if we look at this map, you're going to see that the Andes Mountains run kind of in this area that I'm kind of outlining with my laser pointer. Now, another thing about this mountain region is that it's also a lot cooler, because keep in mind, the higher in elevation you go up, the cooler the temperature is going to be. Now, let's go ahead and cover our final third region. All right, the final region, this region is home to the rainforest, the Amazon rainforest. And this region is found in eastern Peru. And just like all rainforests, it is home to a wide variety of animals and plants. It is also much, much more humid, just because rainforests tend to have a very humid climate. Think of Nebraska in August and multiply that by 50, and it's super, super wet here. Now, not only do you have a few large cities, but you also have many indigenous tribes in here. There are some tribes that are so deep in the Amazon that they have never actually had contact, or they have limited contact with the modern world. So many of these tribes are still living their lives like they did thousands of years ago, which is pretty mind-boggling. Some major cities do include Iquitos, which is found right up here, right on the banks of the Amazon River. You have Puerto Maldonado right down below, and you have Pucallpa. So as you can see, Peru has a wide variety of landscapes. Now, the last thing I want to cover in this short video is the city of Lima, Peru, just because it is a very important city. Now, the city was founded in 1535, making it one of the oldest cities in North and South America. I believe it is close to 500 years old. That's pretty darn old. This city is considered a megacity due to its population of nearly 10 million people. Um, and because it is such a large city, about a third of Peru's population call this city home. Keep in mind, remember, the population of the entire country is about 32 million. So 10 million people call their home Lima. Now, one of the reasons why this city is so heavily populated, people from all over Peru migrate here in hopes of finding better jobs, better education, and overall better opportunities for their families. Unlike a lot of these other cities that we will learn about, Lima is a very modern city. It's got skyscrapers, a lot of American stores, like I've mentioned, KFCs, there, Starbucks, McDonald's, Chili's, um, Reebok stores, Nike, Lego store, and the list just goes on and on. Here are a couple pictures of the city of Lima. One is Plaza de Armas or Plaza Mayor, kind of in that downtown area. And down below you have Miraflores, Larcomar, which is a very, very popular tourist attraction. Now, make sure you've finished answering all these questions. And then once you are done with this video, you guys can go and continue to study your vocabulary words. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Thank you. Bye.